First off, I commend DC for taking a fight. He doesn't need to. He's thoroughly prepared for Jon Jones. He's doing it for the fans. He's doing it for the coaches. He's doing it for the UFC, for UFC 200. I think most of all, he's probably doing it for himself. He put in the work. He's going to get paid. He's going to fight. It's against one of the greatest fighters ever. Just like it was against Jon Jones. Here's another one. DC is a true champion. He's a true professional. He deserves all the praise from the fans and media alike. That being said, let's keep this in mind. It isn't a title fight. It's taking place at light heavyweight, and it's 3 rounds. Personally, I would have liked it to be a title fight just because Anderson Silva is a former middleweight champion, and he's undefeated at light heavyweight. Some of his best work is at light heavyweight, actually. I don't have much to say for a breakdown on this fight. It's good DC was already training for a tall guy, but Silva is a little bit shorter. He doesn't have the same reach as Jon Jones. That certainly favors DC. Anderson Silva is really fast, but so is Gustafsson. Even Rumble Johnson has some speed on him. The first thing that came to my mind, though, was Silva's clinch. It's a brutal one, and DC has probably been training for more clinch fighting with Jon Jones. I think this will be the most interesting aspect of the fight. DC has been worked in the clinch several times now. Jones did work on his body, and Gustafsson had success too. However, Silva's chin isn't quite what it used to be. Look back at what Chris Weidman was able to do in the clinch. He dropped Silva. That plays right into Cormier's style, along with Silva's struggle against wrestlers. But then you have to think about how that was at middleweight. Does the weight cut have any effect on Silva's chin? Since this is light heavyweight, will Silva be able to take Cormier's punches? For me, I think if we were talking about a younger Anderson Silva, this fight would be a much more closer contest. Personally, I don't believe Silva's chin can hold up to the likes of DC. If we are speaking strictly technical, I think Silva holds more power than both Gustafsson or Jones. He's more accurate than Rumble Johnson. I think he's really going to put some damage on DC as he comes in to close the distance. But if Chris Weidman and Chael Sonnen were able to do it, then I certainly see DC being able to do it. Assuming Silva's chin is good and holds up, I think we see this fight go 3 rounds favoring DC. He's not going to give Silva that space to work, but Silva is usually able to work well off his back and avoid damage, but DC's top control will keep him in control of this fight. However, like I said, I think all DC has to do is hit that off button on Silva, and I think it happens similar to how Weidman dropped him in the second fight. But when DC throws strikes from the top, it's lights out. Plus, this is a short notice fight for Anderson Silva, and he literally just flew in from Brazil to Las Vegas. He's a professional, and he's a veteran though. Expect nothing but the best from Anderson Silva. I think no matter what, if it was Anderson Silva of past times when he was a champion coming up to light heavyweight against Forrest Griffin, or if it's the Anderson Silva of right now, I'm picking DC to win that fight. I picked Chael Sonnen to win against Anderson Silva the first fight, and look what happened, and everybody can say what they want about the injury, and we saw how the second fight went. But then you saw someone who was more powerful, like Chris Weidman, and I picked against Anderson Silva 2 times, both times. I see that being the same kind of ordeal with Daniel Cormier. You never know what happens. Expect nothing but the best from Anderson Silva. I'm picking Daniel Cormier to win by first round KO TKO. Thank you for watching Rapid MMA. Tell me what I've missed in this fight. Let me know in the comments down below.